After a great season, it's time for the boys and girls of summer to put on one last show for the fans in the first ever AWL All-Star Game. Here's a look at the rosters of both teams, and we'll see a few widows on the Valiant All-Star team. Crush Gonzalez, who led the league in regular season batting average at .425, Rose Davenport, who led the league in RBIs with 29, and Carla Pontarelli. On the Monument All-Star team, we'll see Nightmare Stars Chip Lightning, who led the league in home runs with 11, and the league leader in strikeouts with 41, pitcher Marcus Midnight, and many more fantastic players. Let's get into the game proper now, with the Widows winning the championship. The Valiant Conference gets home field advantage for this year's All-Star Game, and the Swagger Center, home of the Reapers, gets the game this season. Jesse McCarty of the Justice, who was second behind Marcus Midnight in strikeouts with 37, gets the start for the Valiant, while the Monument start Marcus Midnight. McCarty starts out the game striking out Quincy Quick of the Blurs. Next up is Hale Barabara, and she's the second strikeout victim for McCarty in the first inning, so it's up to Chip Lightning to keep the inning going. Lightning drills the 1-0 deep into center field, but Byron Baxter runs it down, so the Monument go down in order to begin the game. Midnight begins his half of the first inning, getting Maki Sanada of the Dragons to pop out to first. Next up is DH Jameson Presley, the center fielder for the Justice. He hits a hard grounder in between first and second, but Barabara makes a fantastic diving play to get the second out. The first ends for the Valiant with a Byron Baxter lineout to Lex Expeditious. Mariana Morales of the Tormenta gets the first hit of the ball game for the Monument, slapping this one past Arai at third for a one-out double. With Morales on third, 2 outs, and young Juan at the plate, the Monument get their first run of the day as Juan hits a grounder past McCarty. Sanada's able to prevent it from getting into center, but Morales scores and the Monument lead by 1 at the end of their half of the second. Top of the third, and after 2 straight hits from Lex Expeditious and Quincy Quick, as well as a walk from Hale Barabara, that puts Chip Lightning up with the bases loaded and no outs. Chip comes through, bringing not 1, but 2 home on a grounder that looks slow but just has legs and keeps going to shallow center and makes the score 3-0 for the Monument. Later in the inning, Chise Muto is up with the bases loaded and 1 out. The Siren catcher sends this ball into the left center gap, and it rolls to the wall for a 3 RBI triple that puts the Monument into a comfortable 6-0 lead. Valerie Rousseau from the Mighty drives in Muto from second with a screamer back up the middle into center, and that makes it 7-0 as they get 6 runs in the third. Widows reliever Donisha Moss takes over from McCarty with 1 away in the fourth and walks Chip Lightning to begin her night. This brings up Coral Longstroke, and boy does she stroke this one high and off the wall and right for a 1-out RBI single. It's now 8-0 with runners on the corners from Mariana Morales, who already has a double on the night. She sends this ball into center, and Byron Baxter makes a web gem of a catch for the second out of the inning. This is a eventful sacrifice fly though, and the 9th run of the night for the Monument. The Monument continue to roll in the top of the 5th as young Juan starts the inning off with a solo homer that bounces off the top of the wall and over. The 18-year-old hit 3 homers for our Tigers this past season, and this one gives Monument 10 runs in the game. With 1 out on the inning, Lex Expeditious goes yard as she creams this ball almost 400 feet for the second home run of the game and the 11th run for the Monument. With 1 out and a runner on first, Maki Sanada hits the best ball of the day for the Valiant as it gets off the top of the wall and left just under the yellow home run line for a double, and put runners in scoring position for Jameson Presley. He takes the first pitch into the left center gap, and the Valiant finally get on the board with a 2 RBI double. Byron Baxter follows, blasting this ball way out into left and over the wall for a 2-run home run. It's 11-4 heading to the 7th, and the crowd is loving it. Two on, two outs in the 7th for Hale Barra facing Reaper's reliever Autumn Delora, and she gets some of those runs back with this ball that gets hit off the wall in left for a 2 RBI single. It's 13-4 as the Valiant look to keep their bats hot in their half of the 7th. Great start for the Valiant as Kaolu Arai leads off the inning with the single into center. Rose Davenport follows with a single of her own that gets over Morales' head at third. Yolanda Tyson of the Pythons pinch hits for Reno Fulton, and Nightmare relief pitcher Kaylee Fair takes over for Midnight on the mound. Monument turned the 1-6-3 double play on the first pitch to Tyson, and Carla Pontarelli steps in with the runner on third. Pontarelli comes through, sending this ball into the Monument bullpen for a 2-run home run. This makes it 13-6 now, and the offense have really shown out in this game. Top 8 and runner on first for Young Won, who homered already in the game. She does it again! This one goes 420 feet and lands in the safety net just outside the ballpark to make it 15-6 for the Monument, heading to the Valiant half of the 8th. Two outs and runners in scoring position for Kaolu Arai. He turns on the inside pitch and it gets down and right as both runs come around to score. Quick's throw home is low, so not fielded well by Muto to nab Gonzalez at the plate to make it 15-8 Monument. Diane Danger's first at-bat of the game is a good one as she lines this ball into left. The throw from Rousseau is just late as Arai scores, make it 15-9. Valiant leave the bases loaded as we head to the 9th. Bottom 9 for the Valiant with 2 on for Crush Gonzalez. The widow left fielder takes the inside pitch into left for a Oppo Taco 3-run homer. This cuts the lead to just 3. It's 15-12. Rose Davenport is up with the runner on first and 1 out. Kasumi Onaga of the Sirens gets her to ground into the tailor-made 4-6-3 double play, and the Monument win a thriller of an all-star game 15-12. The comeback attempt was thwarted, but the offenses were on fire from both teams as they combined for 30 hits and a total of 80 at-bats between both clubs. Marcus Midnight gets the win, while Jesse McCarthy gets credit for the loss, and the 3 stars are Young Won, Byron Baxter, and Carla Pontarelli. Wow, what a all-star game this was. This was really fun to do, and putting together these teams, trying to decide who gets in, who doesn't get in. It was really difficult for me to do because the game doesn't track a lot of the stuff. It tracks the stats, and I kind of had to go with league leaders and whatnot, and if I needed positions, I had to kind of go and look at, who was best catcher and that kind of stuff. So it was fun for me to figure out who got in, who didn't get in. I know some players got snubbed, but hey, happens in real life all the time. Like I know Barry Bonds, he got snubbed. He was supposed to get in, but after looking at stats later on, I decided that Crush got in over him because she led the league in batting average. That was the big kicker for me to get her in over Barry. So that's why she got in over Barry Bonds. Anyway, you guys, that's gonna do it for me for this video. The off-season video will be coming to you guys next week Sunday, so look forward to that one as well. I'm hoping Ryden's roster will be up sometime this week. As a recording of the video this week, I'm recording this on Monday, so look forward to the show content coming soon in the next couple of weeks as well. I will tell you this: the off-season video is wild. It's really fun. A lot of things happen. I really enjoy it. Anyway, you guys, I'm done. Do all things you usually do: like, share, comment, and if you're new here, please subscribe. It all helps me to get better on the YouTube platform. Until next time, you know what to do, guys. Keep on shining and keep on grinding. I will see you all in the next one.